Hi everyone, Karthik here, and you're watching LG Wing Experience in Karthik. Let's get wings. So this is the box where the LG Wing comes in, and from the box you get the handset and a very sturdy plastic case that kind of sticks itself to the phone to let it use the sliding mechanism without issues. Good that LG supplied more than decent hard case. Gross. And there is a USB Type C cable too. Then you see a 3.5 mm to a USB Type C adapter. Nice. And no charger. Alrighty. Let's continue with the physical overview. So it feels and looks premium. On the right side we find the power button as well as the volume rockers, and on the left side there is literally nothing. Buttons don't have a tactile feel and they wobble. This phone is an absolute head turner when unfolded. However, the weight of this phone makes it super uncomfortable to hold in a single hand for more than 2 minutes. Well, you don't have a face unlock here. You have to settle with the fingerprint sensor alone to unlock your device. And the fingerprint sensor itself is not that fast, but I would say it's average at its best, and it is a hit or miss at times as well. It is top heavy when slided in its dual screen madness. Looking at the weight scale, phone with its case included weighs almost about 280 grams. It's a Hulk, man. Moving on to the screen, it is a slightly curved screen. It could have been a flat screen for better handling or ergonomics rather than going for the glow. Surprisingly, both the panels have excellent brightness under sunlight and colors just pop right away. Sunlight legibility is very good if not best. Auto brightness definitely cranks up a lot of brightness than manual full slider, even though the sensor is cranky at times. No notch nonsense either, which is a welcome breeze. Watching 4K HDR videos gives an immense feeling, immersive I would say. Jaw-dropping displays at 30K. No high refresh rate definitely hurts a little if you have already experienced it. If not, you better be happy with it. The user interface remains almost unchanged from 3 years ago when I was using LG G5. Lots of customization, widgets, wallpapers, the usual stuffs. I like the fact that scrolling towards the bottom on any area will pull down notification shortcut. Gestures need a lot of rework as it fails to register bucket load of back gesture on either of the curvy side. It's just that when using the phone, I didn't feel it fluid enough. Looking at the hardware, I'll just put the spec sheet somewhere on the screen, just refer that. But let's quickly go through how Wing flies, or does it? LG have provided Type-C 3.1 port which ensures faster charging as well as faster data transfer. While I did encounter few touch lags, sluggish response thanks to 60Hz display, the magnanimous display with sheer size and impeccable color reproduction makes up for the flaws. Scrolling could be better, yet I never received any sort of updates ever since I bought. Let's address the elephant in the room. Watching YouTube over your main screen and media control below is meh. Ravaging around galleries okayish, Again, YouTube, Netflix, and Chrome below seems to be okay. I know we can set up any other apps in the below screen, but typing on it feels cramped. Let's move on to the battery. Battery size they could manage to fit in is a meager 4000 milliamp hour inside this Hulk. Not happy news yet. LG Wing manages to push through a moderate usage day with screen on time around 4.5 to somewhere around 5.5 hours, provided you don't game. If you do, then forget about it. Luckily, supports wireless charging as well, probably rated around 10 watts maximum. Wire charging using a 20-watt charger fills in about 15 to 100% in 110 minutes. If you use wireless charging, then you can probably go for a fishing or probably a tour for 6 hours and come back to see it around 90% charged. Can you cook omelette on it while you charge? Nope, not that worse yet. Moving on to gaming, Crash Run is a fairly less demanding game. I didn't notice a lot of frame drops in this title. Moving on to Call of Duty, this is the best title right now for Battle Royale games. What I noticed is that most mid range phones run COD easily. That's how the developers have optimized the game for various platforms and chipsets, especially from Snapdragon Belly. At high graphics settings, LG Wing fends itself and puts up a good fight with very less lag or hiccups, but frame drops are plenty, which doesn't affect gameplay that much. Moving on to Genshin Impact, I call it, it's something that eats your phone alive for low graphics itself. Changing to medium graphics makes things worse as I can barely see things while panning. Checking the temperature reveals LG Wing indeed runs cooler than most phones and on most gaming sessions unless you are hell bent on killing it. Cameras, so it holds three sensors, one 64 megapixel Samsung ISOCELL sensor that sits behind a wider f/1.8 aperture. It spits out 16 megapixel images when pixel bent. Camera, as expected, does not disappoint. Typical LG post processing with class leading resolved detail with excellent dynamic range performance and very capable night mode, and artificial lighting shots comes good enough. There are traces of over sharpening in the images with very little to no noise, but that's fine as long as it doesn't ruin the detail. Check out these samples for yourselves. This is a sample from the manual mode. It's surprising that we have a manual mode for video. I can see some jello effect when I'm panning. Will it be the judge? Let me know. What do you think? How's the exposure? This is with that OS Steadicam on, so it's only available in 720p and Full HD. Okay, panning is fine. Let's run here. So we have come to the verdict now. So can you buy this, or should you buy it? Let me break this into pros and cons. If the cons bother you, then don't buy it. Alternatively, if the pros overshadows cons, then you can buy it. Let's start with the pros. It has a mind-boggling display with excellent color reproduction. Good screen to body ratio while getting rid of the notch. Very good and capable cameras. Head turner, it's attractive. Adequate performance, and it's also 5G ready. I'm coming to the cons. It's heavy and topsy-turvy. After sales service is a question, and fast charging is not up to 2021 standards. Oh yes, don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends. Until next time, it's bye-bye.